Welcome to Archero 2 Beginner's Guide. I will lead you through the game. The game is out, you can play it already, and there are some significant differences from the first one. Not really. And you would like to do the right decisions that will speed up your progression and allow you to be the best. So let's go into the game, but before that, I would like to ask you to like the video and subscribe to the channel to promote it in YouTube algorithm. I will really appreciate that. And yeah, let's go into it. So if you played Archero 1, the game will be really familiar for you, but it's a bit different. So the thing is, the first thing you would like to do in the game is to try to push as many chapters as possible and do it as soon as you register, because here you will be able to play on different servers. I don't remember if it was the case in the first game or not, but basically you can go to the settings over here and select a server and you will see your server over here. But if you'll go to the global server, you will see the list of the servers and they pop up very often. The thing is, the newer the server is, the less is the competition. So if you'll create your character and wait here for a while, you will fall behind. And there are some things, for example, the carnival event, that will allow you to get pretty good amount of resources if you finish it in time. And there are rankings that will allow you to get better rewards if you rank higher. The thing is, with the rankings, most likely you will be ranked not only on your server, but with multiple servers, in the cluster of the servers. But anyway, starting on the newer server will help you to reach better results. So when you start, you will be able to do chapter 1, chapter 2, and you won't have that much stuff in the game. The thing is, you would like to try to push as far as possible, because the further you go, the more things you will unlock, and those things will give you daily rewards. So you would really like to try to push and unlock everything, especially those fantastic events here. They will give you daily rewards, most of them, like arena, like seal battle, gold cave, ruins. They are really important for your progression. They will boost your income and resource gain, so you will be ahead of competition like that. So in order to push forward, we'll talk about the progression methods a bit later. For the new players, let's start some run, and I will try to give you the tips on how to be better in the combat, because for the newer players it might be quite a bullet hell. So I'm playing this on Android LD player emulator, so I'm using the PC basically, which will allow me to dodge projectiles more easily. I actually like to play this game and most games on the PC. You can get the LD emulator in the link down below as well and do it just like me. The game is synced using my Google account. I'm not sure how you can sync it with iOS. Probably there is a way. We'll make a separate video on that a bit later. So I use keyboard to move around. This is way easier than using the mouse or your finger on the phone, because my finger closes like half of the screen and I can see projectiles from the bottom. And that will allow us to actually do better stuff. Basically, the game doesn't need you to do anything but move around and avoid projectiles. So that will allow you to get better. Let's go into the game. So I'll explain you the basics of the movements here. The thing is, you might get those by yourself, but you don't really want to move that much, because when you stand on the ground, when you don't move, your character shoots. So your goal is to avoid enemy projectiles with the least amount of movement. Most enemies will aim at you. Some of them have their own patterns of attack. So like, for example, this stump, when it jumps down, it gets diagonal shots. So basically, you don't really need to avoid it if it's going straight to you. And you need to learn the enemy movement patterns. That will allow you to get so much better. Every time you level up, you will get the random rewards, obviously roguelike mechanics here. And the thing is, those can be sometimes really good and sometimes not that great. Some combos of those actually might be more harmful than like if you won't pick them up. So you gotta be really smart about what you're doing. Different types of attack have different effects. So the lightning over here that we have, it will allow us to do some airway attacks. So if we strike the lightning to one enemy, it will attack the nearby enemies as well. So yeah, the main point here is that you don't want to take damage, because when you take the damage, you won't be able to auto-heal it. There are different methods how you can do that, but basically, there are hearts that drop in from the enemies, but basically you can't really regen health or something. So if you take a damage, bam, you will be injured, and it might take a while before you'll be able to get heart, and you might die that fast because of that. So be really careful. Don't get too much damage. You have to go through multiple waves in order to finish the game. The chapter, yeah, not the game. By the way, one of the ways to recover health, one of the best ones, is Vampiric Circle. So it will allow us to get the orbs, then when they hit enemies, they will recover health for us. The health is recovered as percentage of our maximum health. So it doesn't really refer to our attack in any way, and that will allow us to get stronger. The Angel, which you meet from time to time, will allow you to either restore health or get a small bonus. If you're low on health and you're not sure about yourself, always go for Restore HP. That will allow you to get stronger. Usually after that you fight the boss. Bosses are every 10 waves or so, depending on the different types of the maps. And for the bosses, you really would like to learn the enemy pattern. So if you do it right, they're usually not that much of a trouble. Some of those are harder, some of those are easier, but overall, as you can see, I haven't really played this level before, and things are not as hard as they could be. Maybe because I'm playing on the PC, I can actually see what the hell is happening. Now we get the demon, the devil. The devil is kind of mixed bag of treats here, because they can give you really cool bonuses like this circle web. It will benefit us so much with our circles right now, but we will lose max HP. That means less healing, that means less HP capacity and easier death. But I want this because now, look at that, our orbs are interconnected and they will do additional damage if the enemy will be next to them. So I think it's good enough. We already have the blade potion. Can we get 2? I guess we can. So when you're selecting the skills that you get for the level ups, try to make some sort of build. What I would recommend is focusing on your arrow damage. Orbs, like circle build that we have over here, is pretty powerful, but it requires you to be in close proximity to the enemies. That usually prevents you from evading. It's harder to evade like that. So getting something that will improve your projectile... Wow, this is so strong. Yeah, the projectile damage will really help you out, but you do you. You can try all of them, actually. You would like to figure out which one works for you and decide if you want to use it or not. So, yeah. You will have plenty of times when you can do that. Alright, so, yeah. Some people might think that your goal is to do as much damage as possible, but the problem is your goal here is to survive. So you don't really want to try to do as much damage as possible because you want to take as low amount of damage as possible. And that's usually meaning that you don't really want to rush enemies. You don't want to go head on and do maximum damage most of the time. That will usually harm you more than it will do good for you. Let's get the Frenzy Potion for more attack damage. Let's get the Valkyrie. Let's see what do we get. Nothing really crazy. Movement speed will be good for us right now. Some skills change your attack. So this charge arrow is one of those examples. The one that have this circle thing next to the attack, that will be charged arrow, laser, and I think the circle laser beam, whatever it's called, they will need time to charge up, and usually they are not that good because you have to stay put. So you have to stay on the ground in order to charge it and release it. They are usually more powerful, that's true. But at the cost of your mobility, which might really harm you, because as you play the game, the enemies, they will get more and more angry, and you would like to make sure that you avoid their attacks instead of just standing on one spot and doing nothing. So yeah, probably you don't really want that. My god, I can truly see projectiles now because of all those lines. This is a major problem with the game. Because of all those flash effects here, it's so easy to get hit randomly because you can't really see what the hell is happening, and by that taking damage. So now we will take a restore HP because we had really low HP, and that will benefit us more. Double the boss. Alright, gotta be careful now. I don't know what to expect from them. God damn it. Ooh. So yeah, with the bosses, if you learn their patterns, the fights will be way easier. You know how to avoid the enemy projectiles, you know how to avoid the enemy attacks, and you can properly do more damage by standing on one spot and focusing on the DPS instead of running around like headless chicken trying to avoid all that. That kind of reminds of, I don't know, Dark Souls, kinda. Because if you know how enemies behave, how they work, it's so much easier for you not to get hit too much. Devil is, I think it's taking percentage of your max health, and you really don't want to take those deals too often because unless you're really good at evading, that harms you more than doing you good, so I prefer to avoid that. Alright, so what do we get now? We are really making orbs build here. Alright, let's get the circle. That's a lot of circles for us. Look at that, we are just... oh my god. Yeah, again, taking a lot of beating because I'm not paying attention. So I gotta be really careful when I'm playing, not to take extra damage, which happens quite often because, you know, I prefer to talk to you guys than actually focus on the game. Oh my god, I have 7 HP left. Gotta be careful. When you die though, it's not fatal. You can resurrect once by watching an ad, and then, oh my god, I actually got killed. You can revive using the runes if you have them as well. There are different options how you can revive. Some of those are chance-based, some of those can be used only once. We can get revive now, for example, that will allow us to revive once with the full HP upon death. Or, this is pretty cool weapon enchantment that will allow your main weapon to shoot automatically, so you will be more mobile. I will take this, and now, while I'm running around, my bow can shoot the enemies itself, so I don't need to stay put anymore. I really like this upgrade. It lowers the damage and attack speed quite a lot. But on another hand, it allows you to be more mobile and easier avoid projectiles. My god, there are so many of them. Next boss, the egg. This boss has several stages, so you gotta learn its patterns. It's pretty aggressive. It's dropping those fireballs when it's jumping, and they are doing quite a lot of damage. So you would like to know... Whoa, I got killed, really. Yeah, you need to watch ad to revive, basically. So, yeah, I have no ad pack, so I don't need to do that. Usually when you fight this boss, you want to stay at range, so even though my orbs are really powerful, I'd prefer to stay at range and use my other types of attacks to do damage. Because, as you have seen, I already got killed once. So I don't want to, you know, to fail in front of the camera. So I will do my best to do damage from the distance, instead of rushing in, like headless... Oh my god, I'm still rushing in. And try to kill it like that. So it's slower, especially for this build that I have right here. But it works. And it works pretty reliable because you know how to avoid the enemy attacks. When it jumps, you go run away and then evade the projectiles, and that's it. That's simple. Second stage is easier, I think. So, yeah. There we go. The second stage, now it became like some egg guy running around. It can do pretty decent damage as well, but it doesn't do those crazy attacks anymore, so you can stay closer, use your orbs, and... Oh my god, I got killed. RIP. Yeah, talking too much. So yeah, you need to focus when you're playing the game. Anyway, after you finish the run, you will get rewards, and those rewards can be used to upgrade yourself. It's straightforward, right? Now let's talk about the upgrade mechanics. So we already talked a bit about the combat. There are multiple things you can upgrade. You will start with the gear. Gear is pretty straightforward, and early on you would like to focus on one specific gear set. Honestly, later on I can give you a hint. We'll make a separate guide for the gear a bit later, but the best gear in the game that is not S tier, the basic one, is Echo. Other than the helmet, I think it's good as well. So I think the best set is Echo. You don't really need to get the full set, pick the things that you want. But the thing is, when you do the upgrades of the gear, you might need to be careful. All the way up to Epic, it doesn't matter, because the blue gear can be combined only with the same full duplicate of this gear. So you can get them all to Epic, but once it's Epic, to get to Epic +1, Epic +2, and the higher tiers, you will need the fodder. And when you fodder something in, you can downgrade it later, but you will not get the item, you will get the fodder. So for example, if you want to build those Echo boots, you will need one additional Echo boot +2 in order to get it to legendary. So you don't want to sacrifice Echo boots for a fodder, because you can sacrifice other types of boots. So you need to plan ahead basically when you get to Epic rarity and fodder the stuff that you don't want. Let's put it like that. That's pretty simple. So for the armor, it's mostly Echo. For the weapon, people advise to use the beam staff. I don't have it upgraded to Epic yet, so I'm not sure. I'm using the normal heroic longbow. But once again, you can level it up quite a lot, and then you can actually reset it for free and get the item and the fodder item that can be used in order to upgrade other stuff, other type of gear higher. So it's totally okay. I'm not sure if it can go from the legendary to epic, but you might be stuck at legendary rarity. So be careful when you're doing that. Just make sure that you're doing the right thing. Moreover, each gear piece can be upgraded. That will need the gear scrolls to be used, and the gold. The gold is really, really important in this game. You will need it for a lot of upgrades. And I would advise working on attack items first. So the left side, the weapon, the amulet, and the ring, they are focused on your attack. Obviously, the weapon will do more. Not that much, by the way. I thought the weapon do way more damage. Yeah, so evenly level them up, let's put it like that, because they do the same amount of bonus attacks. Doesn't matter what type of equipment it is. Okay. As for additional bonuses, the quality skills, they are unlocked as you upgrade the quality of the item from rare to epic to legendary +3. And the normal gear that doesn't has an S letter next to it has only like what, 1, 2, 3, up to legendary +3 bonuses. The S tier gear, like this Dragon Knight crossbow, has a green bonus, so it's more powerful, and also mythic bonus, so it can be upgraded further, so it's better. So try to get your hand on this carnival bow. We'll talk about the carnival event a bit later, maybe in the different video. I'll cover it a bit, but yeah, not fully. So yeah, for the gear, upgrade what you need, focus on the attack first, then the health bonuses, and try to evenly distribute your gold, because the further it is, the more expensive it gets. Then we will unlock runes at some point. You can get runes from various sources, and they can be upgraded as well in the workshop. No problem so far, at least up to this point. Even epic ones, they merged with their counterparts to Epic Plus, so same type of rune. Don't worry about that yet, and later on probably you will be able to merge them together, so be careful what you do there. So far, the rune bonuses are weird. Depending on the type of the rune, they will either give you attack power or health. So the enchantment rune will give you attack bonus, and the ability rune will give you HP. As for the support rune, the blessing rune, they will allow you to get both of those stats, and the blue bonus is different. It can be either HP or attack, and then only at epic rarity you will get rune-specific bonuses. The white and the green bonuses are rune-specific as well, so I would prefer to get something like Sharp Arrow here, because it increases the damage of your main weapon. But if you prefer to go for like pets, the sprites, or circles, you would like to focus on those runes and get them equipped, because those bonuses, they do matter. They don't do that much, 15 damage, but as you get more of them, they will stack up. You get 15 here, 15 here, and the damage is always nice to have. But yeah, personally, I prefer the damage because I really like the weapon builds. Then you get the characters. You will get character pieces from the seal battles, and some of them have really cool bonuses, but this is not beginner friendly. Some of those are pay to win, so it will take a while for you to unlock them. The higher the level, the higher the bonus will be. Our main guy increase red heart drops, so you will get more healing for Alex. And the further you are, the more bonuses you will get. They can be upgraded, probably that will give them some bonuses. You get the costumes as well, that looks cool. Not sure exactly, but yeah, didn't get there yet. Then at some point you will unlock collectibles. Here it's pretty straightforward. You just draw them using the gold, and you will get the random collectible. When you get additional copy of them, they will merge together to get bonus stats. Pretty straightforward. You can't really affect this, so get them when you can. Personally, I prefer to balance them out with the gear. So there is no clear priority what you need to do. Those can give you pretty powerful bonuses. For example, this Titan Hammer gives you 75 HP, 18 attack, and 3% crit damage. If you get something better, you can get 3% dodge, and some of those bonuses are pretty powerful. Like this is percentage bonus, which is worth way more than most of the gear upgrades, but they can get pretty expensive. Later on, you will unlock artifacts as well. Those are just pieces of gear, collectibles that you collect. You can upgrade them with the pieces of the same gear. They give you base stat bonuses that give you a lot of bonuses and special attributes. Once again, you can't really do anything about that. You just go to Wish, and I just recommend you guys not to spend diamonds here early on. You would like to summon them only with the tokens that you get from the dailies and that kind of stuff, because otherwise you will need diamonds for something else. Let's put it like that. So those are your upgrade mechanics. Then you have the hunt option. This is AFK rewards, and you can do quick hunt, which you should do all the time. The thing is, you should do quick hunt in the end of your day when you progress the chapters as much as possible, because that will allow you to get more rewards. You can use the energy 3 times per day, and you can use 2 ads. I have no ad pack, once again, because it's really hard to play this game without no ad pack. I use Revive all the time. And there is another pack that will allow you to use this, like, spend all your energy here, which is a lifesaver. I didn't bought it yet, but I think I will. It's called Hunting Warrior card. It costs 5 USD, but it will allow you unlimited quick hunt, max energy increase 20 and AFK reward plus 20 and daily 100 gems. So yeah, when you get the cards, they will give you daily gems, which is pretty nice. It's still pay to win, so nothing you can do. Since we're here, let's talk about pay to win a bit. Ad-free is the best value. No-brainer, because you can get so many more rewards, more stuff, and you don't have to watch ads. I don't like to watch ads. You can live without it, but still, you will get free gems, so it's nice. The second one will be, I think, Hunting Warrior card, because it will save your life so much. Then, I think Cave Explorer, so you will get 2 more challenges for gold. That's a lot of gold per day, pretty much essential for progression. Stealing Master card, 1 more Steel Battle, that will rank you up higher in the competition and give you more rewards. And there is an option to sweep it that will save time. And only after that you get the permanent and monthly cards. I think permanent will be better because it's like for long term, you don't have to pay it every month. And it gives you 800 daily gems. So that's very pay to win, but you will be really strong. All right, next one. There we go. I've got my Seal Battle weekly rewards, so we can do some summoning right now. Let's go and do that actually. So Artifact, Wish, and here we have 7 wishes, so that might give us some pretty cool artifact that will help us in the run. Nice, we managed to get 2 unique ones. That's pretty cool. And that gave us 1.6k power, which is like 5% for us. That's a lot. Maybe more. Not sure. And we saved up some gems, which I will use for chromatic chests. You would like to use gems only for chromatic gems opening. Let's open them, and after that I will explain why. Let's open the rest of the chests as well. Maybe we'll get lucky with something cool. YouTuber's luck, you know? Not really. We're getting the blue one. That's not that bad. So here you can get S tier epic if you're lucky. This is really hard, but you can get the guaranteed one within 27 opens. So let's try to get it normally. Let's skip. Oh, we get a Dragon Knight crossbow. That's pretty cool. That's, whoa, nice. We get 2 items instead of 1. This is really cool. We got really lucky here. Wow. I think this is the luckiest I've ever been in the mobile games. Right, and let's get another one. We get a normal rare one. And the guaranteed one will reset if you get one using your luck normally. So that's pretty cool. Let's open 2 more, 3 more. That will give us the guaranteed epic. We don't have gems. We need a bit more. Let's get them from those packs that you have to watch ads to get, but we don't need to do that. And open another chromatic chest for the epic. Pretty cool. So now, that's surprising. We managed to get pretty good gear here. So instead of this, with 240 attack power, we will get this with 288. Nice. And we can actually downgrade this and sacrifice it to the proper weapon. That's cool. And this ring as well. Bam, even more power. We're so strong now. Chance to drop a landmine when killing an enemy which explode after a short time. Not that great. Blast damage. The hell is blast? Probably the blast is like... Yeah, this chance to trigger AoE explosion on hit, so it's this weapon's bonus. Some AoE, nice. So now we can actually use this and sacrifice that fodder item in order to upgrade it even further, in order to get more stats. And then we can actually... Where is it? We need 2 fodder items to upgrade it further, so we can't really do that, sadly. We have the bow, and when we'll get another of normal items, we can do that. The thing is, don't ever fodder S tier gear. That will be your... Yeah, you just don't do that. You will regret that. Let's upgrade the ring. And now we have like 3 different helmets. Let's decide which one do we like more. I don't like helmet of decisiveness because it's for melee combat, so let's sacrifice that one. And I will leave the Echo one for now because I'm not sure if I want it. Let's merge it. And we got so much stronger. Let's quick merge the rest of the gear. We'll be able to get quite a lot of stuff. Wow. So by just pulling the stuff, we managed to get so many bonuses. I will sacrifice this to make it +2. That will give us a lot of attack power. So we did a couple of upgrades and we are way stronger right now. The thing is, let's actually get some talent cards right now and see what do we get here. Maybe something great. Not really, just a bit of the bonuses. And as I said, they can get really, really expensive. So be careful when it gets too expensive. You might want to spend more money here on those upgrades instead, because yeah, that will be way better return on investment, and you can get specific stats that you need instead of getting the random stuff. Let's upgrade the weapon. Since they are S tier epic +2, you will get more stats per upgrade here, so that's pretty important. Okay, now let's talk about the resources, how to spend them. We already talked about gold just a minute ago, that we need to spend them evenly, more or less. Now the gems, we talk about that we need to spend them on the chromatic chest, because that's the best way. And why? Because we need to finish the carnival. Those missions are important, and some of them include to open chromatic chests. Even if you can't fully complete it, you still would like to get as many of those chests as possible. In order to finish them all, you need to go to day 7 and see what do you need to do here. That's a lot of hard things to do. Maybe we will be able to push a bit forward right now, but I don't believe that we'll be able to fully complete it. This is very expensive and hard, and some of those are not even achievable as free-to-play, like obtain 21,000 gems, and I have the pack for no ads, and I don't have enough gems. So, you know, it's a bit harder. We need to open 100 obsidian chests and 70 chromatic chests, which is a lot. But you should do your best to max it out, because each of those chests contains some pretty cool rewards, so you don't really want to miss them. After the first week, you will get Carnival Phase 2, and there you will be able to get additional set of chests, and you will actually get the costume. So make sure to focus on those as well, and that's why you would like to spend the gems only on the chromatic chest, because one of the missions is open chromatic chests, and obsidian chests can be opened with the keys and other stuff, so they are easily accessible. Moreover, the rewards from the chromatic chests are better. This is the only way you can get S tier epic gear, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe you can get it from normal chests as well. It's not, doesn't say, but chance is higher here, so that's why. And it's not that much more expensive, to be honest. This is the only way where you can get the guaranteed one. The thing is, sometimes some quests will require you to level up your weapon to the maximum, not weapon, any equipment piece, and you can do that by downgrading other things if you need gold and upgrading the right one. But most likely the scrolls will be an issue, so you can't really push it too far. If you have to do what you can in order to max it out, let's put it like that. I will try to do it today. After all those upgrades, I'll be able to push more stages, so maybe we will get closer to get enough, but I don't put my hopes up too much. Now let's talk about the events. The Rune Ruins will start with this one. This is the last one you will unlock, but it's pretty cool. It will give you the runes you have to dig, and it's random. So whatever you do here, you can actually affect it. You will get 2 keys, and when you get 2 keys, the chest will open. Other slots will contain either the chest level up, like those ones. When you get 2, the quality of the runes you will get will be increased, or double rewards. You need 2 of those in order for them to activate, so 1 of those don't do anything. And depending on the rarity you will get different types of runes, different rarity of the runes. So the first one is normal to green ones, the second one is greens to blue ones, the third one is blue and epic ones, I think. I forgot their proper name. There we go. Well, lucky here. Not bad. We almost made it right. So yeah, you can see that the second rune you get is random, so you don't get 2 exactly the same runes. It's pretty fun, but it's a bit annoying because you think that you can play the system, but you can't. Don't worry about this, just open them up. It doesn't matter which tile you open, you will just get what you get. The gold cave is pretty straightforward and easy. You enter it, you have to fight 10 waves, well actually 5 waves of enemies. When the enemies are defeated, the next time you will get the roulette that will give you more rewards, and you can get pretty good amount of gold here. Like, this is your main source of gold, because those things, they will give you more and more gold the higher level you go, and the fight here is pretty easy, so it's not that complex. At the 9th floor you will encounter the boss. It can be hard, it can be easy, but usually they are easier than the stage you reach, depending on how far you are in the gold cave. As you can see, we don't have any issues fighting him. And after the boss, you will get even bigger roulette with even better rewards. So let's hope we'll get the best price here, either the gems or the gold. Gems, that's pretty dope, 60 gems. Still not enough to finish the 7-day carnival. 14 days. Well, the first carnival, let's put it like that. The next one is Seal Battle. This is interesting. Here, you will need to survive for a while. Actually 2 minutes, and during that time you need to do as much damage as possible. So here you would like to make a build that will be balanced enough so you don't die, but focus on the damage. The boss here, I think the further you go, the more damage it does. So we get 475 damage from poison right now, but once we push it forward a bit, we should be able to get more. 605, yeah, there we go. The damage is higher right now, and from time to time, the boss will drop XP that you can pick up to level up, and their luck value. Probably luck will give you better scrolls, better skills on the level up. I'm not sure about that. And yeah, the further you are, the harder it gets. Sometimes you will get the Valkyrie that will give you skills, and just try to make a build that will max out your DPS on the enemy. Ooh, laser. That's interesting. This is one of my favorite weapons, actually. It looks pretty cool. So, let's get it. As you can see, this is a charging attack, so you will have to wait for it to shoot. And when you move, the charge will get lower. That's why I don't really recommend using the charged weapon if you encounter some areas where you have to be more mobile. So, that might be problematic. Also, there are some pretty cool combinations with that. So with the laser, you would like to combine something like diagonal arrows, back arrows, multiple arrows, and then if you will be able to get auto aiming, I forgot the name, but basically when the tracking projectile, I think, you will be able to aim all of them at the single target. They are very, like, I don't know how to say, they're flexible, they move around a lot, so it's way easier to use them for max DPS. Moreover, it never misses, so it always hits the target. That's pretty convenient. Let's get Frenzy Potion. When we pick this up, we will be stronger. What do we get here? Super Circle. Yeah, let's get that. Maybe it will help us. Getting something like Weapon Enchantment here is weird. On the one side, it's pretty cool. You can be more mobile and avoid enemy attacks. On another side, your attack and attack speed will be lower, so I don't advise using it too much unless you really know what you're doing, unless you really want to be mobile and use it for max DPS. For example, if you have like close range attacks and circles, maybe that's the case. Ooh, this is hard. Multi-shot or attack power. Let's get the multi-shot. That's basically double the attack. Yeah, by the way, about the skills, I will make a skills tier list and guide a bit later when I'll figure everything out. I'm in the process right now. But it seems to be that there are multiple ways how you can do that. There are multiple builds. Some of those are better, some of those are worse, and most of them are also reinforced by your equipment. So depending on the runes you have, you might need a different skills. Sprite Frenzy, let's go. And the thing is, if you have the laser and you will get something like Charged Arrow, it will change the attack type to the Charged Arrow. So 3 types of attack, Charged Arrow, Laser, and the circly things, I forgot their name, they change each other. So if I'll pick this, wait, we still have the laser. Okay, disregard that. It doesn't change anything. I wonder how it works then. Do we have multiple projectiles shooting? This is pretty cool. I had no idea. Before that, I think I did it before and I lost the laser, but now it's just a red laser, which looks pretty cool. My god, this is so dope. And the time is running out. We did more damage than before. This is like my high score. Did I die? Or I don't know. I was too lazy to move, so yeah. In any case, after that, you will be ranked against other players, and the higher your rank, the more rewards you will get. You can get pretty good rewards here. Last time I was... I have no idea. I think I was top 5 or something. I don't know. So depending on the... league, you will get more and more rewards on the higher leagues. So the further you are, the better it will go. Then there is an arena. Arena is fun, but really hard to manage. Basically, here everything is automated. Let's find someone to fight. I wouldn't recommend facing someone who's stronger than you because you will most likely lose. But when you go into arena, everything is done automatically. You will be rewarded 3 random skills per turn. There are best of 3 fights, so you gotta win twice in order to win the arena. And it used to be random, I think, but now both players get the same set of skills and it's weird. But anyway, fights are automatic. You can only speed it up to 3 times. There is no way to skip it, which is annoying. Maybe if you exit the battle, you can skip it. Let's see if we'll lose or win. We win. All right, that's cool. That's something. So basically, this is a life hack. You can go into the fight and then don't fight it just when it starts. Come on. You just exit the battle and you get the results. Nice, nice. That saves up a lot of time, guys. I found it first here. I don't know, maybe someone else did, but I really like that you don't really need to sit and watch all those fights. They are really slow and annoying. I don't know why there is no button to skip the fight, but we get what we get. Then there is a sky tower. Basically, you have to push forward and fight tougher and tougher enemies. In order to finish one section of the tower, you need to fight 5 floors. And if you're strong enough, you can actually quick clear. That will allow you to skip multiple floors, maybe 1, maybe 2, depends, and get the rewards for free, which is pretty cool because those fights can be pretty hectic. That's our first fight, and here you will encounter multiple amount of a lot of powerful enemies. Let me show. Whoa, circle build today. So they will start with like a bit of enemies, but the further we go, the more of them will spawn, and we can get easily overwhelmed here. Luckily for us, we have an AoE build, so that should help a bit. During those fights, I prefer to stay away because that's so much easier to avoid those projectiles, especially if they fly only from one direction. But it's not always possible, so do your best, guys. I can't really advise you anything here. It's pretty hectic, especially the later on when the projectiles do insane amount of damage and you can't really take out enemies fast enough. You can get overwhelmed quite easily, and that will show. In the end, you will always meet the boss that you have to defeat in order to go and, well, don't go anywhere, but just finish the current section of the tower. And then you will get a bunch of rewards and 1 ticket to go forward again. So it's pretty fun. Gives you a lot of rewards, but pretty challenging as well. Also, every couple of floors, there are milestones. You will get additional reward that will allow you to get extra rewards. And there is also Archero 2 wiki, where you can find a lot of info on the game, the guides, the gear, all the skills available in the game, so you can know what to expect and pick the right ones. There is also additional nodes that we are adding. If we'll be able to find the actual values of the skills, we can add them there, and you guys can contribute to the wiki as well, so make sure to check it out. The link will be in the video description. Just as the link to the LD player so you can play the game on the PC. I advise you guys to do that. That's more comfortable and easier than playing it on the phone. You can sync the progress easily, and you can also find the playlist with the rest of Archero 2 videos over there as well. So yeah, guys, I think that's all I can tell you about Archero 2 Beginner's Guide for now. If you have extra tips for the newer players, share them down below in the comments as well. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm to promote the video and to make me happy. I tried my best to give all the info to you, and thank you very much for watching. It's been Stan Kosh. Have a good one. Bye.